Well, guess who's back? I guess it would be, this time we actually have one about being married with an opinion. I would say this time.
Mm-hmm.
So, we hadn't been on a frequent, but we're trying to get back at it. So thank you for everybody who who actually watches. Yeah, that deals with us. Yeah. So we're doing a little more driving stuff. I guess it's
convenient.
Yeah, convenient. Like I said, with our family life. Yeah, it's real interesting. So, speaking of married life, there's a singer named Kierra Sheard. I apologize if I got your name wrong. If you look at this, which that would actually be great. About her married life. It has to do with if she has her female friends come over, they visiting the house, they're not spending the night at her house. She'll buy them a hotel room. And there was some, she got a little bit of flack behind that. Some unpopular opinions. So, what you got? What was going on, babe?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
What, you want my opinion, or you want me to talk about the article?
Yeah. Go ahead and talk. Yeah, go ahead if you want to go ahead and read from the Essence article or whatnot.
Basically, it sounds. She got advice from her mom. Says, look, don't have too many people around your house. Don't get comfortable. I don't care how good you trust or whatever it is. Then she says, I'm very mindful and careful. I would buy a friend a hotel room before I let them stay at my house. However, I am a prayerful woman to discern the space that I am in. I'm also cautious, very cautious, of what purpose am I supposed to serve in this person's life. So,
I mean, when I first heard about this before reading the article, I was like, there's a couple different reasons for that. I didn't know her mother had been giving her that advice. So, I'll go over my reasons later, but you go ahead. I've been talking all this time.
I mean, my whole thing is, I understand it, but also, you wouldn't even be in my house if I felt like I had to worry about it. But also, our relationship is very different from hers.
Right.
We don't necessarily have to worry about backstabbers as much as she does.
Right.
Or someone just trying to slide in just because of who she is necessarily.
Right.
But also, I reading the article, someone, people were commenting, if he wants to cheat, he's gonna cheat. You know what I'm saying? And that's true.
Yeah.
But you also, if my child is addicted to painkillers, I'm not gonna leave him out in the medicine cabinet.
right.
For him to get, like, what do you?
But I think
I'm not gonna leave my child if my child, if I know my kid or you sneaking and eating Reese's in the middle of the night, I'm not gonna put the Reese's where you gonna find them.
Well, the older boys be done ate them up before I get a chance to get to them anyway. So
that's why I had them.
So, but here's the other thing. It's like, okay, here's what I like where you're going with this, and I like how everybody, I like how the comments is, if a man's gonna cheat, a man's gonna cheat. Like it's solely on the man.
Right.
Now her situation seems to be, hey, look, like what her mom said, you still don't trust no other woman in your house.
Mm-hmm.
Because, okay, I think the article stated that she just got married in December of 2020. Doesn't state what type of man he is, but be looking at some other stuff. He's he's a blue collar person, but he treats her right. And
I wish I could have turned this camera around, let y'all see what we just saw.
right. So apparently he's a blue collar worker that actually, like I said, treats her good, and they have a good relationship. And then if she's got, the thing is, like my wife said, if she believes something would go on, she wouldn't have that woman in the house. There are a lot of women out here that are just as thirsty and desperate and try to pull, what's the name? Be like the cousin on Players Club, walking around, basically enticing this man, whether just to see if he gonna bite, because they want what she has. And I think that's one of the reasons why her mother told her what she told her. Now, at first, I was like, well, there could be a couple things. She could be insecure. She could have had something happen to her. Maybe the type, she knows that man that she's with is that kind of guy. But, like I said, her mother being, I think, married to her dad's a bishop or something like that. And she's very into, into the church. That's actually some pretty good advice, because you got to protect your house. It's like, guys, we don't, if you had that single dog, that friend is that dog that's gonna holler at anything, it's got a slip between his legs, even include, your woman, you don't bring that man around. Even if the situation is, okay, this person, come on to, like from a guy's standpoint, the man come on to the woman and the woman handle it. After so many times, then as a man, you got to get involved. And this woman here in her situation, she just cutting it off before it even get started. So honestly, after really doing some digging, I don't see anything wrong with it, especially if you know your type of friends.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but if you got to come into town, I ain't paying for your room. Why would I be getting you a room if you come in here?
But the saying now is like, it ain't tricking if you got it.
Well, we ain't.
So
keep your ass in the house.
Yeah, now we have friends that have stayed over at our house, but the thing was, it was the husband and the wife.
Yeah.
That stayed with us.
Right.
I hadn't really been any of this, our single friends that have laid their head, over at our house.
What single friends?
I guess I'm the one with single friends.
Yep, that's you.
Really? All your friends are married. Friends and family members.
How many friends do I have? How many have you met?
Let's see, acquaintances.
The two friends I got married.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, I know I have single friends.
The only person that ain't been married that stayed the night were your mother and my grandmother.
Right. My daughters. That's it.
They better not be married.
Yeah, if they married now, there's something nobody ain't told me,
Mm-hmm. But no,
I got single friends. I do a lot of film work, and a lot of friends are single. But even so, like, they wouldn't be spending the night over at the house. I mean, even though, for work purposes, my wife is okay with it, but at the end of the day, it ain't happening. I mean, you offered, but I wouldn't put you in that situation. At that point in time, it's business. It should be hotel.
Well, we can talk about that.
But like I said, you the one said, okay, if this person needed to stay, but it's
that's
what
because
I'm saying.
of the person.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have no randoms, and I'm be like, sure.
Right.
Come on in, Susan.
Right.
No.
See, that was a talk that we needed to have. But the thing was this was Kierra's apparent friends. And I don't know where they were in this industry. I don't know, you know, what what these people's statuses are in their lives. You know, maybe she could have been using a friend loosely since my wife brought up randos.
No, my thing is, I understand what she is saying. Growing up, I don't recall anybody staying at our house.
Right.
No, like, no. For what?
Yeah.
Like, why? You know, we passed the kiddie shit.
And it's like the whole, and then, you know, certain situations like that is where you get these, you know, funky questions, like, oh, what happens if you wake up in the morning after your man done left and his friend who you let sleep on the couch or whatever, he in there butt ass naked, buff as hell in the kitchen offering you some sausage.
Is it summer sausage?
No, it could be any time of year.
It's gonna be winter sausage.
It was a winter sausage, some fall sausage, or better yet, you know, here it is. Your girl go to work and her friend been staying there and she doing the same damn thing. She butt ass naked cooking in the damn, you know, kitchen, just wearing this damn apron. You know, dude, what you gonna do?
Oh.
I mean, this is...
Take a picture, send it to your wife, and call the police.
Because this is really...
Like you don't need the ambulance there by the time your wife get there. She got herself.
Yeah.
If it was me.
So for scenarios like that, you know, I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's happened. Like I tell people, you know, you turn around, women complain about men high value or not in certain situations. Men complain about women in their situations, and everybody's like, oh, these are the exceptions. But I said, but at the end of the day, these are those people's truths. Those things happen to them. And any joke has a moniker of seriousness to it because you had to get the story from somewhere. Because not every time can someone just pull a scenario out their ass.
Yeah, but it also makes you wonder if the mama was hurt.
It does. It makes you wonder if she was hurt or she saw hurt.
Yeah. Right.
And she just want to make sure her daughter doesn't go through that. You know.
I mean, but you know, in the end, I get it. I understand it because it's, you know.
So at the end of the day, you protect your house.
Exactly.
In whatever way, both man and woman, protect your house. I was some of my previous relationships. I had a woman that was like always like concerned about the other woman. I was like, the question is who are you concerned about? You should be concerned about me, the guy that's in your relationship. You know, whether or not I allow that person to do what it is they're gonna do. This is why a lot of people don't, you know, just based off that logic, that's why a lot of people are like, okay, why in the world should I be mad at the other person for doing what the other person is gonna do? You need to be worried about the person you're in a relationship with. It also means you as the man or the woman, you got the feelings, you got you got to make sure you're not causing an issue to where there might be that temptation. So just like this woman is doing, she's protecting her house in all facets.
Yeah, like she said, she's making boundaries. She's setting boundaries. Should nobody be coming into your bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. Like I don't want everybody's ass on my bed.
Right. And even as a single man.
I know.
Now the reason I'm saying even as a single man, you don't want every, like I said, that very same thing goes true, because it's like
some single men, so much.
Like, right. So like you turn around, like if you're doing work, you're doing actual work, and you're in a apartment. Should nobody be going, even if you got all your computer stuff set up in your room, should nobody be going into your bedroom? So like I said, as you start learning that early, hopefully that'll trickle over into when you get into a committed and even to a married relationship. Keeping it what it is. That way there's no mistaking. There's nobody can misconstrue intentions, about what's going on. I was just saying that just to keep things started early. So like her mom might have drilling that in her probably before she got married. All right, you're probably gonna see a little jump, but yeah, like I was saying, her mom was probably drilling that in her when she was younger. Because like I know my dad was telling me about that because we had a guy that came over to the house, and he was like, just because that man act feminine don't mean he's feminine. It's little things like that. Not trying to be like he was worried about what was going on with my mom. He was just like, you just got to be mindful of who you got around you, and when it comes to your relationships. And that's all he was going there. So, do you have any other thoughts on that, baby?
No, everybody's different though. I ain't got no money to be putting nobody in the hotel. And most of the time, if my friend stays over, but I mean, I don't know. We're more like sisters. So I can't even call her a friend. That's my sister. So it's different.
Yeah.
But I know who ain't gonna stay at my house.
Right.
Everybody else.
Right.
But yeah, there are boundaries that you do need to set. Everybody don't have the same boundaries either.
Yeah.
So what works for her, might not work for everybody else. That's you have some people that live in different homes, and it works amazing for them. I ain't got the money for that though, and Micah know it's cheaper to keep her. So if he gets stupid and want to leave, he ain't going nowhere. He just got to be home by 10 o'clock. So you can get them boys.
Right.
And that's it. Oh yeah, we need to probably vlog. Hopefully we'll finally do a photo shoot with our kids.
Like an actual
all of our children.
Yeah. An actual professional.
Yeah. Oh look, I'm married to a professional. I thought.
Anywho.
They gonna be one.
Yep, a couple more months. Literally 2 more months.
2.5. Don't be rushing them. Don't be rushing them.
Anyway, so if you have any questions or something that you would like us to, you'd like us to review, leave them in the comments below, or leave them at the email that I'll leave in the description. Because I'm doing this on the car, doing this on the car phone. I just got to I got to do some more editing. But
they don't care.
No, they don't care since you're dating a professional.
Jesus.
Anyway.
And these are our opinions.
Yeah, these are opinions.
Okay. We don't know anybody's mind state, none of that. It's not real.
I mean,
for us, it ain't real.
Yeah, these are other people having issues.
Because that ain't our lifestyle. Just have people staying at our house like that.
So yeah, the email is marriedwop@gmail.com. And yeah, that's still active. Check it. But like I said, if you just want to leave a comment and leave it below, we'll check it. And thanks again. So peace. I'll pick up these children.